welcome back to the channel. My name is Chair as always, and today what I wanted to do is, every month Forza releases a new DLC, and the G Logitech, I think is what it's called, just came out today, or what it will be is tomorrow, or yesterday, tomorrow, because I'm recording today, this will be up tomorrow. Time travel is a really weird thing, I'm telling you guys. I'm working hard on mastering it. But what we're going to be doing is taking a look at 3 of the new cars. I'm going to show you all of them. We have this really cool Bentley EXP10. Never heard of it. Another HSV. Don't know what that is. A Jaguar F-Pace. We've got the Mercedes AMG GTR 2017. That is a rather nice looking car. And then we've got the Morgan 3-wheeler, which is really cool. We're going to be taking a look at these next 3 cars. We're going to look at the Morgan 3-wheeler, the GTO, and the Super. Now, I was not aware that the Super was in this car pack because it wasn't shown in the trailer. So, this was a little bit of a shock to me. These 3 cars right here are really, I guess these 4 cars, I'm more of a fan of than the others. I don't really care about these 3. But, that being said, I don't hate them. But the cars we're looking at today is going to be the 3-wheeler, the GTO, and the Toyota. And I want to start out with the 3-wheeler. Nope, thank you. Okay, so what color do we want? I would kind of like something kind of like that, maybe. Ooh, that looks cool. I like it in silver. I don't know. Maybe let's go with just the standard green for the initial bit. And if we decide to do a paint scheme at some later date, I'll do that. I don't know. This is one of those cars you could really have fun with in terms of paint schemes. Now, I don't know what you can do to the upgrades, so we're going to check that out first. However, we are going to drive the car stock before we do any actual upgrades. So that is a thing. It looks like it's got the Superman symbol on the front. I know it doesn't. That's just what it looks like. See. Okay, so that's cool. It opens up the little back. You guys can see what all that looks like. And it looks like we might be able to open up this hood right here. Yep. Maybe? Or is this going to do something? What's this doing? Oh, okay, yeah, so it took off the hood so we can look at it. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But we're going to go look at the upgrades. We're going to see what we can do. We're not going to upgrade it yet. I'm just curious to see what all we can and can't do. It's got some arrow bits. So, okay. You can put a beard on it. It looks quite ugly. And you've got, okay, a skirt, it looks like. I don't think we're going to be doing that. What can we do in terms of engine swaps? Probably going to be the, the motorbike engine. So the thing that you can put into the Reliant also. But we're going to drive this thing around stock, kind of get a feel for it, see how we like it. We're only going to drive around for a few minutes. And,
hey, Jay.
yeah, oh, hello.
A lot of people are talking about this driver. I think they'd be perfect for your lineup.
I don't care. I really don't care. So, yeah, we're just going to drive this, all the wheel spin.
I was wandering around the auto show yesterday, and I heard some people talking. They were going looking for another abandoned classic, but shh, don't tell them.
Okay.
You and me are gonna find it first.
I thought we had all of the barn finds. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, there is absolutely no grip in this thing, but you can kind of expect that. But really, I'm just kind of curious to see how the physics work in this thing. So, I saw this thing in the trailer and was relatively excited because the Reliant Robin thing, super van, that's what it is nigh impossible to drive. And this thing also being a 3-wheeler, I wasn't sure how this would feel. And it actually doesn't feel too bad, man. This doesn't feel too bad at all. This actually feels quite awesome. Yeah, I'm actually really digging this. You can totally have some fun with this thing. I want to see if maybe... Oh yeah, look at that. You can totally have fun in this thing. This is so wicked, man. I'm so happy they put this in the game. This is what I wanted in the first place. When I heard that there were 3-wheelers coming in the game, I really, really wanted the Morgan to come in here. Only because I remember watching it in a Top Gear episode. I don't remember which one exactly. But they were looking for like the best track cars, and Clarkson had a crossbow, and I can't remember what May had, but Hammond, out of anything he could find, brought this. And, for only having, what is it, 80-something horsepower? I don't remember exactly how much. Let's find out real quick. It has 82 horsepower. For only having 82 horsepower, it actually feels pretty quick. But yeah, I was actually really excited to see this. Now, what I really would like to see also come to the game is the Polaris Slingshot. I think that's what it's called. It was in one of the drifting cars versus bike videos that Monster puts on every now and then. I don't quite remember what the title is. If I can remember to, I'll put that in the link description. If you guys haven't seen those, they are really, really awesome. Now, obviously, right now we're not going to try. Oh man, it's actually got quite a lot of grip. I mean, yeah, for only having one wheel in the rear, relatively skinny wheel, but it actually has a lot of grip. This is really, really awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy they brought this in the game. It's really cool. It's got a motorcycle engine in it. That's what powers it. And it's really light, so that's probably why we're able to get up to the giddy heights of 105. But yeah, this is super, super cool. Oh, sorry. So sorry. But yeah, this is super, super cool. I'm so glad they brought this in the game. And yeah, all we need right now is a Polaris Slingshot. But now that we've gotten a feel for the car, how about we... Do I want to go? Oh shit! You know, you know what? Yeah, let's go soup this up a bit and see if maybe we can have a little bit of fun with it. We may or may not get to the other cars today. I don't know. I do definitely want to get to the Supra because I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know that was in the video That wasn't in the trailer, so I didn't know that was going to be in the car pack. So that's actually relatively cool. I'm kind of curious if it has a body kit. I don't imagine that it would, but it would be kind of cool to see if it does. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this thing, and we're just going to go completely max out on it. We're going to do the engine swap, do that. We're going to throw on a turbo, because why the hell not? We're not going to do anything to that now. Tire compound, obviously, that's all we can change. Can't change any of the widths, which I didn't really expect to. It would have been kind of cool, though. I'm not going to lie. It would have been kind of cool to be able to change the width just for the look purpose of it. I'm curious, maybe with the suspension, it's probably going to be just like the Reliant and not actually... Yeah, so it's only going to go down to sport springs, which is actually okay. This thing is actually being steered by two wheels in the front, not one, so it should be a little bit more balanced, and it should be a little bit easier to control. I don't know if I want to do the weight reduction. Probably won't. Let's let's not do the weight reduction, and let's just do this at almost 300 horsepower. Okay, now yeah, 292 horsepower. Holy shit. Right, so here we are with the fully upgraded Morgan 3-wheeler. We did everything except for the weight reduction because this thing is already really light. And with the horsepower, it's probably going to be insanely crazy. So I didn't want to make it any harder to control. However, I am actually very interested to see just how much faster this thing is. So let's lay into it. Oh, that one tire is definitely going to give us a hard time. I think you might actually be able to drift this thing fairly nicely, man. Oh, look at that, dude. This thing is wicked. Oh, this is so awesome. Yeah, that's about all this thing is good for now. Oh, shit. This is awesome. Oh, yeah, this is so cool. So, I know there's a new barn find. Would you stop telling me shit? Yeah, this is super, super awesome, man. All it will do is just go sideways, man. It will not drive straight. Okay, we've got a fairly decent corner right here. Set of corners right here. Let's see if maybe we can, Oh my god, look at this thing, dude. It just fucking doesn't care. Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is totally gonna be one of my new favorite cars. Alright, would you even consider this a car? I don't know. This thing is super, super wicked. It's really cool to be able to see the front wheels turn also. We almost just got killed by a raptor. But yeah, it's really cool to be able to see the front wheels turn. That's really interesting. I'm not really used to being able to see that. I don't typically drive open wheel cars, and when I do, they're typically like F1 cars or Indy cars, so they don't they don't like slide around like this. So this is really an awkward thing to be looking at. But this is really cool, man. I am really happy they put this in the game. Like, this is just so fucking awesome. Oh my god, it just fucking goes, man. Just goes. Oh yeah, this is totally one of my new favorite cars. Absolutely one of my new favorite cars, man. It just doesn't give a shit. Oh no, we lost it. Oh, we lost it. Okay. Yep, that's cool. I'm super happy they put that in the game. Right, so the next car that we're going to be looking at is the Toyota Supra. What year is this? I don't know. But I do remember this car being in Gran Turismo 6, I think. Not this exact year, but it was this kind of model. And I absolutely loved it. And yeah, like I said, I didn't know this was in the game. So let's see if we can open the hood, which is really cool. We can see that badass engine in there. And yeah, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to look at the upgrades. And we are also going to... Oh, look at that. It has the body kit option. Holy shit. But we are going to look at the upgrades. We're going to see what's available. But we're going to drive it stock first. But we will get to it eventually, I promise. Okay. Okay, so it's not like a massive wide body. It's kind of like the RX-7 one. So it's just like a factory-built type of wide body. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that they started doing that. That is actually pretty sweet. Yeah, okay, so we've got that. I'm sure we've got the standard engine swaps. Let's look at some of this stuff first, because you know they're going to be a lot. That's ugly. That's ugly. That's ugly. And that's ugly. What else? Now, I don't know. Was this car possibly in any of the other Forzas? I'm not quite sure. Oh, wow. Look, that's a table and a half. That is really okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another one. Interesting. And you can take the spoiler off. We might actually end up doing that right now. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. And then I'm sure we've got some other equally ugly... Oh, wow. Look at that. That is... Okay, let's just go drive this thing, shall we? Wow. Those were really nasty. But yeah, so let's give this thing a shot first, stock. Just drive it the way that it is. I think we're in... Yeah, we've got to be in the desert, so... Or the outback, sorry. I should probably use the proper term here. We went left that time. We're going to go right this time. Yeah, okay, so... again, I don't know how much horsepower it's got, so let's actually take a look at that again. I gotta remember to start looking at this stuff. I kind of just, don't pay attention to it. 206 horsepower, 203 foot-pounds of torque, but it weighs 3.3 thousand pounds. Okay. It's quite heavy and not much horsepower. So that is probably why it's a bit sluggish. But, okay. Yeah. I can dig it, I guess. In terms of stock performance, obviously, I just mentioned it's quite slow to begin with. Now, obviously, it is going to be faster than the three-wheeler because the three-wheeler only has 80-something horsepower. We got these guys causing a mess up here. Hello, Evo, thank you. But, yeah, it's really nothing to shout about, to be honest. Let's see, there's my turn off. Totally missed my turn off. But, yeah, really nothing to shout about. However, I do think that this car could quite possibly make one badass rally car. I don't know. It just screams possible rally car to me. I mean, that could just be the rally bug. I don't know, but it seems like it could possibly have some fun off-road, especially if you were building it specifically for rally racing. But yeah, stock. There's really nothing to shout about. It's really nothing too different. But yeah, let's go upgrade it a bit. Right, so we're here with the Supra. It's a 1992, by the way. So this is quite a bit newer than the one that was in Gran Turismo. But anyway, yeah, we're going to upgrade this just a little bit. We are going to throw on this little wide body because it looks really, really cool. Let's see what engines we can put into this thing. We can put the 3-liter twin turbo. So, I think we're going to leave the stock engine in it. I don't really want to... I don't want to, like, lose its awesomeness, if that makes any sense. Probably not. We are going to take the spoiler off because I like it better without it. And yeah, we're not going to do too much in terms of power. But to see what size tire, we can get 315s on this thing. Holy shit. Okay, we're going to put like 295s on the rear and maybe go up to like 245s in the front. Leave stock tires, and we're going to go find some really kick-ass wheels, which I think I know which ones I want. These things look good on everything, so we're just going to put those on there. Leave them the same, or the stock size. All the transmission, we're going to do the suspension. We'll do a little bit of the motor, but we're not going to do too much. It doesn't need to have a lot of horsepower. Just enough to have fun. Well, I didn't mean to skip that, but let's just go ahead and do this now anyway. We're going to do this. We are going to do the cams. Yeah, because it doesn't have much horsepower to begin with, and we are going to do the turbo and maybe the flywheel. So, we might do a little bit more, not too much more. Let's do the stock valve, or let's do the valves, let's not leave them stock. And do the flywheel, and then go do the suspension, and I think that will be it. I don't want to do too much to this car, first of all. Like, I mean, I will eventually do like a straight up build on this thing. That still sits rather high, does it not? Or is it just me going crazy? I don't know. It could just be that. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, we're not going to do too much to it. I will eventually end up doing a full build on this thing. I know me. This thing would be a badass drift car. It'd be a badass rally car. And we are going to take some of this weight out. Wow, it's still quite heavy. But that's it. That's all we're doing to it. Let's just buy and install parts. And then let's see if we can go hoon a little bit in this thing. Right, so before we go like drive it, I am going to throw on a little bit of a drift tune. Nothing too major, just a few adjustments. I do actually like to have quite a bit of front camber. I've been playing around with this myself, and it's just something that I have grown to like. Let's do this, and not mess with stuff too much. And I think everything, we are going to lower this because this thing still sits quite high. We're going to leave everything the way it is for right now. If we need to dive more into it in a later episode, we will. But as of right now, we're just going to leave it the way it is because I still have to do the GTO. Now, this thing is much faster. much faster. It's not as much of a slouch. And, I mean, I say that it was slow, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Obviously, you guys can't expect too much of a stock Supra, especially one like this. Now, I love the Supra. It's one of my favorite cars. Oh, I got that weight transfer going, maybe? Yeah, it's definitely going to need a little bit more horsepower in terms of drifting, or for drifting, I should say. But, you know, it doesn't feel too bad. It feels okay. With the tune that it's got right now, obviously, it's not the best driving car that I have, but it'll get the job done just for right now. Just kind of as a second look, kind of like a second opinion. And we went right up here that one time, so we're going to go left. Oh, I turned left a little bit too early. But a little bit of off-roading, never killed anybody. I know, there's a barn find, leave me alone. But yeah, you know, I mean, this really isn't anything to shout about. I mean, you know, we've got a lot of these cars in the game. I mean, it's not going to bring anything drastically new to the table. But it's still rather cool that it's in the game. I mean, it's a new car, it's a different kind of Supra, it's got sort of a wide body. Nothing too crazy, but, I mean, it's... I don't know, oh shit. Sorry, I know it sounds like I'm not impressed, but... I mean, you know, this car pack was not my favorite by any means, but it's not the worst that I've seen. But, yeah, I mean, I didn't know this car was in the car pack. And it doesn't really seem to have changed my my opinion of the car pack at all. I don't think it's all that great. I mean, there's some cool cars like the, oh shit. There's some cool cars like the 30-wheeler Morgan, the GTO. I'm glad the GTO made a comeback. And the Mercedes, I mean, it's cool, but I would have rather have had those cars in a motorsport game. You know, like I would much rather have something kind of like those to thrash around on a racetrack. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. The pack, it's not the worst that I've seen. It's not the best that I've seen. There's some really interesting cars here, but this car, you know, even though I didn't know that it was in the pack originally, I don't think that's enough to maybe sway my mind a little bit. I'm still fairly underimpressed. The oh, leveled up, steel wheel spin, thank you. But yeah, you know, I mean, I'm still not quite ecstatic about this new car pack. The Morgan's cool, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so to close up the video, we're going to drive the GTO. We're not going to upgrade it at all. It's a muscle car. It's going to be the same, just like everything else. I do know it does have a blower that was shown in the oh shit, wrong button. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. But that was shown in the trailer. But we are going to drive this thing around just to kind of clear our thoughts, clear our heads a little bit, and all that good stuff. Now, I do know this car was in Forza 4. And even though I've never played Forza 4, I've seen like videos and stuff online. But it's cool that this car made it back into the Forza franchise and that it wasn't completely forgotten. However, it seems that Horizon 3 is really bringing back a lot of those cars. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, it seems like Horizon 3 is really bringing back a lot of these cars, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially for somebody like me who came into the Forza game really late and didn't have a chance to drive these. And just, I want new content. I want some different cars to be seen in the game. Now, with the new physics engine, this car, I'm sure, feels completely different than it did in Forza 4. And like I said, it's not bad that it's in the game. It's just I want to see more original. I want to see some more cars and just all of that. However, that being said, guys, if you guys have this pack, if you guys got the VIP car packs, then there you go. You didn't waste any money. So sorry about your GT. But if you get, then you guys didn't waste any money. However, if you guys don't have the VIP car pack, if you guys don't know whether or not to buy this car pack, I've shown you the cars. I've kind of given you my thoughts about it. I'm not too overly excited about it, but I'm not massively upset either. So, I mean, yeah, if you've got the money, sure, buy it. I can't imagine it's too expensive, but those are my opinions. However, that being said, guys, that's going to be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to slay the like button, because all of your support is really awesome and it really helps. And if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. I do videos Monday through Friday, pretty much, two a day. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So, peace.